How we doing? Hello everybody. Whew. Wow, a very, very loud Christmas car jumper, or car shirt today, look. Just for you. Feeling monstrously rough again today, so there you are. Happy Christmas. Well, fingers crossed, touch wood and all the rest of it. Come actual Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, it'll be gone. Better to get it now than later, innit? Oh, looks like we got an Amazon package just been delivered. Whee! Gingerbread man. Let's just turn that down a little bit because we love the lovely Christmas scene, but it is a bit noisy. So we're Aaron in. Overcast and breezy Penzance. Simon, been on the wagon for over 3 months. Well done, Simon. Good for you, mate. I've done it for a couple months myself, but I didn't manage 3. But yeah, Guinness Zero is the best alcohol-free that you can get, mate. I've tried all of them. I've tried them all, and Guinness Zero is by far the nicest 0% alcohol you can get. Afternoon, Chris. And Joe's in. Hi, Joe. Aston's in. Hi, Aston. Nick's in. Hi, Nick. Chris, how are you? Tim's in. You've done the Volve bases. Very well done, mate. It takes some time, doesn't it? As I say, I did one and it just took forever. It's a complete nightmare. And Nick's done the Keithley. Well done, Nick. I've not been catching up on videos, to be fair. I'm well behind. Rob Cross is in. Hi, Rob. Just catching up. Joe's got problems with YouTube. Tom and Susie, hi, how are you? Ricardo's in. Good afternoon, Ricardo. We've got some candy cane coming down. We've had snow and all sorts coming down here on the screen. Ha. If anyone's wondering what the hell's going on with that, if you just keep an eye on the chat, there's some commands you can type in to make all this stuff appear on the screen. You got Christmas, candy, snow, and gingerbread. Multi's in. Hi, Multi. Yeah, we know there's a bit of a delay in the mic, Rob. We sussed that out. Bob's in. How you doing, mate? Derek Taffman. Hi, Derek. Here we go. A load of presents falling, cascading down over the screen. I must see if I can work out how to sort out the mic sync. I might have to ask ChatGPT that it won't be able to understand my voice at the moment, I don't think. Let's ask ChatGPT, shall we? Because it knows everything, doesn't it? How do I adjust mic sync in OBS Studio? I was thinking about it. Open the advanced audio properties. Go to the audio mixer. Find your microphone source. Click the gear. Go to advanced audio properties. So go to the audio mixer, bottom of the screen. Okay. Find your microphone source. Click the gear icon, go to advanced audio properties. Here we go, we're in, right? In the advanced audio properties window, look for the sync offset. Wow, what do you know? There it is. So if I go to my chat camera, you can see my ugly mouth moving. Do I need to speed it up or slow it down? What do you think? So positive delays the audio, negative. Oh, it's not allowed. So it's got to be, I can only delay the audio apparently. It says negative is not allowed. It can't make audio earlier. Typical values range from 100 to 300, but it depends on your setup. Wow. What do you reckon? Should we try it? Let's go mad and go 100 milliseconds. How's that then? Is that better or worse? Sound is currently lagging. It's closer yesterday than today. I think it does pick up speed as the stream goes on. Bah. 1, 2, 3. It's not far off. Maybe a bit more. A little bit more. I've got to wait for the chat to catch up. That's worse, you think, Joe, do you? Just sub to Aston's. We need some feedback on the audio here, because I'm going alone. I don't know. I need feedback. Is it better, worse, or just always amazing? Audio's a longer delay. I don't think I can go minus. That's back to naught. So that's back to how we were with 0. I don't think it says that we can't go minus, but why would it say? It will do minus. Let's try minus 40, look. How about that? Minus 40. Delay video. Okay, so minus 40 at the moment, and I've got all sorts of presents cascading on me. A little delay. So, I mean, we could get it. We can get it. We have the capability. That's a bit closer. Minus 100, Bob. Okay, let's try minus 100. God, I've got the sweats again today. Okay, we're now at minus 100. We're now at minus 100. There's a YouTube video on how to sync it properly, is there, Multi? Well, I've got the thing up in front of me. If I share my screen, you'll see I've got these in front of me, so that allows me to alter the sync for the audio input capture. Look. So I'm currently at minus 100 milliseconds. So do you reckon it needs to be minus 200 milliseconds then, or 150? Minus 150 now. It might be that we need minus 50 and I'm getting really close. But you guys are the best, because I can see my mouth moving on screen and it doesn't look far off. It doesn't look far off. So I'm at minus 150, Joe, and I need clarification that it needs to go further. Minus 300. Oh my God. Let's go minus 200 then. Right, minus 200. Minus 200. No. I did 150. I did 150. What was that like, Joe? We've got all sorts of things happening on screen. Oh. Can you clap with your hands visibly, please? How does that look, Joe? Single ping only. Snapping your fingers. I probably will snap my fingers if I try that. Anything else? Do you want me to dance? Do you want me to spin around? Bit of break dancing. Stand on my head. Oh dear. Delay is negligible now, is it? I'm at minus 200 now, Joe. Still about 150 milliseconds. Dance, please. How about that? Does that help? Did that help you? A single ping. Oh, you can make my cold go away. If you can do that, that'd be great. Let's try minus 250. I'm going to end up talking before the video becomes live soon. How about that then? Minus 250 now. Minus 250. Yes? No? Rubbish? Good? Shut up, Graham. Get on with the video. I need a wheel. Wholly unaware. I think I do need a recap. I need a good ream-in. Now that's not right, is it? You've got to retract that. There's no ream-in involved here at all. I need a bottle of whiskey through my system. I think that'll sort it right out. That is much closer, but not quite. It's a lot of fun. Oh dear. You still reckon it's 100, 350. Oh my. Let's do it. Let's go with what Bob says. Bob seems to be on it. Right, Bob. Bob a job. Here we go. How about that? How about that? That actually looks not bad. I don't know. It's still like, as I'm looking at it myself, I've got a delay there. Or I've gone too far. One of the two. Thank you, Rob. I got Bobo on my head, look. Bobo on my head. You're watching me on the big screen. You're in the cinema, Rob, are you? They've got me on in the cinema. Amazing. Looks spot on. So I've gone too far, Bob, do you think? Right, minus 320 for you, Bob. Minus 320. Come on down. We're not going to get any repairs done. We're just going to mess about with the audio sync all day. I'm happy with that. Good enough for government work? What's that, Aston? Moonshine. Now, they do a drink called Moonshine down in Exeter in one of the like little deli shops, and that is amazing stuff. So Aaron thinks it's spot on, even though I've just adjusted it. Aaron, don't you worry, mate. You're still a channel member, so that's great. Always appreciate my members and Patreons and Super Chats. It's all good. It is Christmas. Rob says it's much better now. How about Bob? What's the latest on Bob? Bob, what do you think? More clapping? Minus 10,000. Bob, are we good? Do you want more clapping? Dancing? A glass or mug of hot wine with cinnamon. That's good for delay. I tell you what, Mrs. Cruncher did me the other day. I looked up. Someone said a hot toddy is the way to go for a cold. So I looked it up and Mrs. Cruncher made it for me. It didn't taste great, to be fair, but it did seem to help. It did seem to like clear the nostrils a little bit. We got some presents. Go the right way. Get them. Oh dear. Clap. Clap. I mean, me looking at my screen here, I am still out, but you guys might think differently. Holding his tongue at the right angle, yeah. And 198% proof alcohol. That's like drinking IPA, Aaron. It would kill you, wouldn't it? Mrs. Cruncher has made me some eggnog, people. She has made me some eggnog. It's official. I've actually tried some. I play Space Invaders with the presents. I'll have to get a bat next time and see if I can hit them, won't I? As they come down. I haven't got a bat. I've got a paintbrush. I could try and whack them with a paintbrush as they come down, couldn't I? The trouble is, like, I go that way and it's that way, if you know what I mean. It's So how do we think? Are we pretty good? Are we good on the sink? Blew his brains out. I'm not surprised, Aaron. It did work. It just it needed a bit sweeter, I suppose. Have we got some snow coming? Hang on. Let's clear it off. I missed that last one. What a fool you are, Graham. What a fool. I can't find me fly swatter. Close enough now, is it? It's close enough. It's better than it was. Is that what we're saying? Should we give up on that for now? I know how to do it now, so it should be good. Let's go and see our mate Penguin, because he might have some cure. It is a 6 today, isn't it? Yes. There he is. He's guarding number 6. Excuse me, I've got to remember to do the microphone when I'm doing that. Penguin, how you doing, mate? Pongo tried to commit suicide yesterday. I went to sort Penguin out earlier and Pongo was in the bin. He'd gone headfirst into the bin. I don't know what was going on there. He might have been on the cider last night. Oh, let's have a look what's in number 6. Oh, we got a bottle this time. We got no shenanigans this time. What have we got? Penguin. Wow. We got Rockin' Rudolph. The hell. Christmas ale. Christmas ale. Let's get the camera down a little bit and let's have a look. See what Mrs. Cruncher's sorted for me this time. Rocking Rudolph, how about that? 4.2%. Deodicated, the keyboard sync. I've probably got a button to sort that for you, Bob. I'll have to do a dedicated test stream that you can monitor on your phone. I think it could well do. There's definitely a funny smell in here from time to time, Aaron. But yeah, he did end up in the bin for some reason. Ale cures all the ails, yeah. I don't think it will, but definitely spirits do help sore throat. If you drink a little shot of whiskey, it does soothe the throat, but then when it wears off, it seems to make it worse. So I don't know. I don't know. Let's get this one down me. What does it say first? Where's it from? Green King. Can you name another Green King beer? I was thinking Abbott. Is Abbott Green King? I think it is, isn't it? So apparently it's a full-bodied, malty and fruity Christmas ale with a refreshing bitter finish. Green King. I think Abbott is Green King, isn't it? So I just scratch my hand as well. Nice. Steady. So I'm supposed to be going on my work's Christmas do today, but I've had to give it the thumbs down, unfortunately. It's a shame because I do enjoy going on those. I always enjoy a get together with the lads and lasses from work, but not this year. Just too rough. Always the same, innit? But hopefully we can catch up again before Christmas or just after. You never know. A cure-all tablet. They did all sorts of weird stuff. They bled you, didn't they? They like, if you were ill, they just make you bleed. Now that'll sort you out. Let's just pour your blood away, and that'll sort it right out. Yeah, mind you, I've had some pretty horrific cough. I don't know. My mum used to get some sort of weird herbal cough remedy from the. I don't know where she got it from. I don't know if it was from a chemist, but Christ, it tasted like chili. It was foul. James, how you doing, mate? Just a get together for a drink, Aaron, to be fair. So went last year. It was good fun. It was a good day and night. It's supposed to be starting at 2 and going on till they finish, so I couldn't have made 2, but I was hoping to get out for about 5, but it's not going to happen today, unfortunately. I've got a couple of days now to try and recover a little bit so as I can get back to work on Monday. Gavin, how are you, mate? Cocaine with a tincture of opium. God, Jesus. Paint stripper. So I better try it, am I? Better try it. So cheers, everybody. And I don't know if the people at work are watching, but have a good outing. Yeah, that's quite nice. Yeah, I think that is got a hint of Abbott in that. Yeah, that does taste slightly Abbott-y. You're going Christmas singing tonight. You're leaving 5 to 6. We'll be finished by then, Rob, so you'll be fine, mate. But good luck with your singing, mate. You're carling. Cheers, Bob. So what do we know about the SW100 then? Has anyone got one? Monkish? Queen Victoria was a good fan. Was she now? Carry On at Your Convenience had a staff outing. I mean, those Carry On films, they're legendary, aren't they? They're real classics. It's just, you never get Never get tired of watching those, even though you know exactly what's going to happen. Carry On Screaming was one of my favourites. Wasn't it Odd Job or something like that? It was one of the monsters. And yeah, there's some classic Carry On films. Anyway, I'm going to have another go. So anybody got an SW100? It has SMDs. I don't know what SMDs you mean, Rob, but it's a miniature radio. It's a really tiny radio, but a very good little radio. So here it is. Look, I mean, you can see how big it is with my hand. It's tiny. So it's full of SMD components. It's not got SMD electrolytics in it, Rob, if that's what you meant. Let's turn that down a bit. I have got some iced water here, look, for my poor throat. So that's going to be following. Harry Corbett, yeah. Dinky. Carry On Camping. Yeah, I remember that. That's another cracking film, another classic, isn't it? No, this has got a lot more features than the SW1, Gavin. It's got SSB. I don't know, has the SW1 got SSB? I don't think it has it? And this has got sync on it as well, which is pretty good. It's a cracking little radio. If I zoom you in a bit closer on it, you can see some of the features that are available on it on the keyboard, look. If I get a pointy thingy, me jiggy. So you can see we've got sync on it, which is for AM. So it basically holds the station in a little bit better, stops the fading. It doesn't stop it, but it helps it. We've got SSB. I can't remember whether that's lower, upper, or just SSB, and you've got to tune around to find it. FM, AM, different AM bands. It's got the FM broadcast band on it. What else does it do? World time key. It's got a scanner on it, so you can scan up and down. Got label edit, so it looks like you can actually edit. And you've got the keypad, which allows you to put alphanumeric stuff in as well. So you can actually put the name of the station up there. You can save it. I can't remember how many memories it's got off the top of my head. Down on the side, you've got DX local. When I got this, it was in the local position, so not sure. We've got a hole for an active antenna. Now I'm not sure what active antenna this one came with, whether it was bundled with one or not. But sometimes with an active antenna, this port will put out some power, so we need to check that before we plug it into it. Not that it's going to hurt what I'd be plugging into it, because it's just a bit of wire, but if you were to plug something in that didn't want any power up it, like say an antenna with a FET in it in the front end, then that might cause it some damage. So around the other side, we've got a headphone socket, and I believe this will do yeah, FM stereo. So it will do mono or stereo, and also out to the headphone. We've got a line out, and obviously our volume. Now this also acts as an AM tone, news or music, but in FM it's mono or stereo. We got the top, we've got a little light button, little light. We've got our speaker and our screen. You notice on this one we've got a little cutout here. See that? Little cutout. That basically means that this is one of the later sets. The early sets didn't have this cutout, and the ribbon cable runs in that cutout. In the earlier sets, it went through a slot in the bottom of this, and one of the main problems with these sets is that ribbon cable cracking and breaking the contacts. but you can see quite clearly there you've got this cutout, and that allows that ribbon cable to flex a lot easier. So basically they had a problem and they fixed it. On the back we've got like a little relief for the speaker, like a speaker port, and we've got quite a nifty little fold-away aerial. One of the other problems you get with these is this battery compartment. Now this one's fine, but the spring in this is pretty strong, and it actually breaks this section out. Over the years this piece here becomes a bit brittle. If I pull that down, you'll notice there's a couple ears on that. Just here, ear and ear. And they actually break through the top of this case. Focus, come on, you can do it. Yeah, they break through the top of the case, and this one looks perfect. But some people, they'll shorten the length of the spring inside there to help that out. I don't like doing that, but you could do. I've got one of these myself that's got breakout up through there, and I've epoxied it back in, and it's fine, it's holding. So I'd rather do that, I think, than cut the spring. You got a little push button here. Don't try opening this thing like I've done in the past, trying to wrench it open, but you've got to push that little button in to open it up. So there you are. That's the story behind the Sony SW100. So we can have a look at the spec on it in a minute as well, and then we'll have a look to see if there's anything wrong with this thing. Let's go in. We've got a service manual. It looks, this service manual is dated 2005, so whether that is the date of these radios, I don't know. So SW100S and SW100E differ only in supplied accessories. What's this one marked? Is this one marked anything? No, it's just marked SW100. It's 101219, the serial number. So it's a little bit later. So what we've got then, 76 to 108. So we're looking at this one here really. Unless you're in Italy or Saudi Arabia, then you've got to be looking at these settings. 76 to 108, although our FM band is pretty much 87 to 108, so I don't know why it lets us go down lower in this set, but it does. Shortwave, 1.6 to 30 megs, so that basically takes up off of the top end of medium wavelet, which is 530 to 1620. And long wave, 150 to 529. Let's say we've got next to nothing on long wave now. FM IF is 10.7 and it's dual conversion, so it's got a first IF of 55.84 and a second of 455. 8 ohm speaker, recording level, 3 volts. Power requirements, battery life. Okay, so this is what's included. So the S had headphones, it had an active antenna, the S version, and a carrying case. So with these, I mean, you've got the little case that comes with the radio. It's just like a when you screw on, it just folds around the radio. Is that what they mean, or is there a different case? SW1, he's got a compact wave handbook. Interesting. This is printed in 11/2005, version 1.1, so it's not the original, so it could be earlier than this. So features, Preset tuning. Something about memories. Memories, that is. World time clock. Preset tuning. 5 stations in every 10 paged memories. Excuse me. Bit of a coughing situation going on. Scan tuning. Naming preset stations, so 6 characters. That's actually quite good. I do like naming stations. So if you're scanning through and you find a station, you look up what it is for that frequency. Just put in a character, you know, put in what it is, what station it is. Then in the future, when you're scanning through, you find it again and you know what it is, instead of having to keep looking it up every time. I have done that in some of my radios, but a lot I haven't. But it is good. So 3 different power sources: batteries, house current, and car batteries. So there must be an adapter to allow you to use it in the car then. AC power adapter, ACE-313. Is that the one I've got here? No, I've got an ACES-350K. Okay, I haven't got the right adapter for this then. So I need an ACE-313. Active antenna is the AN100 now. AN100. I might have got that aerial. Let's try that AN-100. I'm going to have to put Sony in, aren't I? Yeah. I've got YouTube on it, but I don't want YouTube. There it is. I'm sure I've got one of those somewhere, you know. Anybody else got one of these? It's Radio Museum, so looks like they're the only ones with a picture of it for some reason. Yeah, Radio Museum. Yeah, I'm not sure what the carrying case is, but I'll say if anyone's got any of these, then chip in and say. So it looks like we've got 5 stations in every 10 paged memories. So is that 50 memories? I don't know. Strangely, it doesn't really mention the memory very much, does it? It's got LSB, USB as well. Look. I take it you just push it 3 times. Push it for the amount of times you want. Setting the clock, power sources. So you need a car battery cord, a DCC E130L to use it in the car. How to set the clock. Tuning in by selecting a preset station name. I've not messed about with memories on this particular radio before, so I don't really know a lot about it, but I know how to direct tune. I know how to manual tune. I know how to scan tune, how to preset. So select a memory page. Standby function. Anyway, that's enough of looking at the manual. That's enough of manualization. Let's catch up with the chat then. Let's catch up. Whoa, I'm way back. Way back I am. We're talking like carry-ons. Gavin ICF-SW100. Yeah, they have packed an awful lot into this. Joe Fennick, afternoon to you, Joe. I've got it covered up on my pint glass there, am I? But I've got some rockin' Rudolph going in there, look. Rockin' Rudolph. Rockin' Rudolph. Let's get a light off of it. You've heard the display goes wonky. I've not had that problem with one of these before. I know some of them, the display can start bleeding, the LED can start, or LCD can start bleeding. Faulty Towers, you gotta love a bit of Faulty Towers. That's brilliant, isn't it? Some such classic episodes there. You had Manuel the Rat, wasn't it? Or was it no, it was Basil the Rat, wasn't it? That was funny as hell. The Major, yeah, he was good, wasn't he? The Germans, yeah, brilliant. Welcome, Derek. And Python, you went to a special event in May. I can remember going and seeing Life of Brian in the cinema when it came out, Gavin. That's the sin, they're a bit delicate. You still like the SW1s more. Less to go wrong in the SW1, isn't there? A bit easier to operate, Aston. The Perils of Penelope Pit Stop. That was it. She started off in the Wacky Races, didn't she, Aaron? Yeah, Nick just said Wacky Races. Yeah. Oh, hang on, it's done a big jump. You've got two SW100s there, Tim. You need to get on those, mate, because they are cracking little radios. Really are good. I've got two here myself. Both in need of repair. I think one I've done the battery door on it. I've just got to do there's only 3 things that go wrong with these, really. 2 are electrical and 1 is mechanical, that I've had anyway. I've repaired a few of these. Piston tuning, never heard of it, Aaron. I'm not doing no more dancing, Aaron. I've danced right out. Filigree Siberian hamster. That's right. It's Siberian hamster. It's not a rat. It's Siberian hamster. The Ant Hill Mob. That was Wacky Races as well. Anyway, as usual, we always go off topic, don't we? So let's fire this up. So, question for those of you in the knowledge: active antenna usually puts out a voltage can you connect that to, yeah, I'm pretty sure I can put my external area in that actually. Yeah, I can. But I believe there is a voltage comes out of that. I believe. So I have got a 3 volt DC power supply I can use on this one. So I'm going to use that. It is plugged in. It's a very small connector. I have got one of these wired up to plug in via my power supply as well. But I can't see it to hand. Probably isn't far off to be fair, but let's plug him in. Okay, so it's come up with London. So this is the local time now. I assume we've got like a world time, is it that one? Yeah, UTC or local. That's quite handy, that. On off then. There is like a little lock-in button for on off on the side as well, so you need to make sure that's up and push it. Okay, nothing. Is it turned up? Oh, hang on. I think we've got a dodgy volume pot there. So over that one, my power supply is not enough to run it. What's that? 500 milliamp. That should be more than enough, shouldn't it? Let's go with radio 4. Oh, hang on, direct 198. Stop it. So something's interfering. It's probably this light here.
Excuse me, can I speak with you in a moment, madam?
Sounds like a cat, doesn't it?
3 more porn star martini. Group, good. So don't worry about it. But now driving us to the car.
It's working.
All in hand. Right in the middle of their little party, their leader will disband it. How can you be sure they'll be...
FM. So let's try direct 8815. Yep. 100. Oh. Copyright hit. What do you think? We ought to listen to that, don't we? I'll tell you what I haven't done is I haven't put the aerial up. Are we in stereo? Yes, we are. Mono. Nice. Nothing to fix. Sorted. Muttley. Clean the windows, Derek. What? Hey? Droopy. That appears to be working. Let's grab the outdoor antenna and let's try a bit of shortwave on it. The only thing I can say at the moment is potentially the volume pot is noisy. No, that's cutting it out. That's cutting the radio out, pushing that in. Let's just try that a minute on, let's go AM.
Look up. Stained glass window. Coming down.
Oh, it doesn't cut FM off. AM off, I mean. Let's try.
This isn't real. It's just a game. It's all a...
Now, is there a fine tune on this? Don't think there is there? So so SSB is slightly out on that.
Visibility 10 kilometers or more.
It's one thing you haven't got a tuning dial with this, you've got to use these buttons here. Sounded like there was something there. I'm on the wrong band on this one though. I need to be there really. There's somebody there. Come on, say more. Speak more. Come on. So I'm using the inner buttons for fine tune. Come on. So you might be on 202. So somewhere around there. Let's go ahead.
Thank you so much, Miss Sandy.
Sounds a bit garbly, doesn't it?
Okay, maybe the station Charlie in the end, Kalaga.
Don't know, Chris. You might have to reload.
Okay, copy Charlie, Echo Charlie. Charlie, please come again.
Come on.
9, Charlie, confirm. Sorry, no copy. Let's try again. Let's try to go slowly. I copy. Charlie, 9, question mark, Charlie, Echo, Charlie. Please repeat.
It sounds a bit garbled, but I don't think that's the radio. I think that's whoever that is.
Okay, probably I got
Let's
it.
try it on another radio. Low battery.
5555. 73, that again. Okay, copy our Foxtrot 4, please come again.
No, battery's low.
Roger, Roger, Foxtrot 4, India, Papa Victor, for you 5-8, yourself.
Chris out. Okay, so it is working. The volume pot is a bit touchy. And maybe we need to look at the SSB offset. What do you think? You're trying yours out, Tim? What's Tim saying about his there now? FM works too, but the volume pot's a bit noisy on yours. You only tried 198, Tim? There's not an awful lot that can go wrong with them. So the things that can go wrong with them, firstly, if you've got one of the older ones, and in fact some of the newer ones, this ribbon cable that runs between the screen and the actual radio, that can crack and cause all sorts of problems, like it not turning on, bands not available, all sorts of weirdness goes on if you've got a little crack in that. The other thing that can go is the tactile switches in here, especially the on-off one. I had one of these that I was messing around with ages for. I just couldn't work out why it would randomly not come on, and it was the tactile switch in the on-off button. So I have got a set of tactile switches for these now, and I have got spare ribbons. Now I will quickly show you those because I believe they're in box number 8, according to my lovely filing system. I think it's box 8 or 18, one of the two. Maybe it's box 18 then. I've got some tactile switches in here, but I believe I'm supposed to have the tactile switches for these as well, unless it's those. Perhaps it is box 18 then. Ha! What's the bet I can't find box 18? I can see box 16. This box 18 is the one underneath here, of course. It probably is. No, because that's actually empty, Graham, you fool. It's the other one. I have 2 under-the-counter boxes. Now that's box 17. Where's number 18 then? Is that 18 down there? What's that one there? No, that's my grommets. Need Wallace and grommets. Where's box 18 then? I'm gonna have to check this. I'm sure it said box 8. That's made a mess of my theory, isn't it? It's made a complete lash up of that. Box 18, it is box 18. We need to find box 18. It's a challenge, the challenge is on. Come in box 18, is that you over there? Box 19. Strangely is, I can see it. Can I get it out though? That's another thing. Come on, get out of the way, batteries. It's throwing everything at it. You don't want it to come out. Okay, we are out. Box 18 lives. So apparently I've got my little flat flex cables in here and my little tactile switches. Now, it's important that you look at this, because if you have got a problem with one of these and it's the ribbon cable, you need 2 ribbon cables. You can't just do it with one, you need 2. And that is the 2 that you need. So anybody that's got one of these, I would pick up some of these cables. Now, I bought 2 sets of these because I fixed one and kept these as spares. So that's the RS part numbers there. I've also written on them the sizes. So you need a 16-way cable and an 18-way cable. And that shocking writing says 8.5 by 152 and 9.5 by 152. That is the part numbers. Now, you'll go on eBay and there's a lot of people selling these, which is great that they're selling them. And you can just go on eBay, you can click it, they'll show you a picture of a nice original Sony one, but that's not what you're going to get. When you pay 20 quid, or whatever it is, 20 something pounds, you're going to get 2 of these cables. I can tell you now, if you order these from RS Direct, they're a lot cheaper than £20. But unfortunately, you do have to pay postage, so bear that in mind, because the postage is going to bump it up. Now, the SMD switches, tactile switches that you'll need for these. Look at all this information I'm giving you, look. All of the trade secrets, they're out there. I'll try and work out what I've got here now. So I need to make sure I tell you the right ones here, because I've got a couple of 3 different types here. Switch. For Sony SW100 is RS785 6385. (6385) or 6358? 6358. It's these. That is the number you need for the tactile switches in these. If I can get it to show it. Yeah, there we go. So screenshot it now. Screenshot it. So these are SMD tactile switches, and they're tiny. They're tiny, tiny. I will open one up and show you in a minute. Now these I can open up because they're already open. So there you go, Tim. If you've got one of these where one of the buttons isn't working, or you've got strange problems, you need to get these little flex cables. So you see there, they're miniature flex cables, and you've got to get 2 of those through that little slot in the radio, and you've got to fold them up in underneath the lid to make them fit. It's not easy. It's not easy to fit those, but it will sort the problem out. Let's open one of these for you. You know, you're not going to see that very well, are you? Let's see if I can get the microscope on the situation. Microscope, bit of glare on it, but you can see how small that is. That is the tactile switch that you will need. Out of the way. So very small. You can see by my mucky fingers there how small that is. But that will get you out of jail free if some of the buttons aren't working. So that's enough teaching you for a minute. That's enough lessons from Teacher Graham. But that will help you out. So well worth getting some of those ribbon cables if you own one of these. You never know. You like that feature, Aaron, don't you? So your bad one is a broken ribbon and no notch. Yeah, so the earlier ones are the ones that are going to cause you a problem, Aaron. But if you order those 2 cables there from RS, it will sort your problem. It's a hell of a job to get them to fit. But they will fit. You basically got to fold them up inside the lid of the radio. You've also got to make sure they're the right way up so they make contact. It's not easy, but it will sort the problem for you. I can't remember who it was I did now. But we got some presents showering down. Where's my brush? I missed them. Ganesh, how are you, mate? A gingerbread and canes. Let's have another swig of this. So potentially we don't need to do this. We don't need to touch those, which is good news. But I will show you what I mean about eBay. Let's go to eBay. So that's actually reasonable. So if you look at this first picture, that shows you what the original ribbon cable looks like, and it shows you the little ding in it. But when you click on it, it shows you that this is what you're going to get. Look. So don't be misled by that, thinking you're going to get a brand new one of these, because they're non-existent. You're going to get these just like I've got there. It took me a bit of research to work out which ones I needed. Ribbon cable repair kit, so that shows you the old ones, and that shows you the 2 new ones like I've just shown you now. So you know, we may have done a couple eBay sellers out of some profit there, but get them yourself and do them, you know. You can see the price of these things. Look, there's one there. £515.68. Late model ribbon cabling update, look, see? They are expensive. Let's just put in so yeah, you can see they are all very expensive. Was one there, look, at £52.50. And that one's got the cutout in it as well. That one hasn't, look. If you notice that one, it hasn't got the cutout in it, so that's one of the earlier ones. So unless that's been done, then potentially that one's... In fact, you can just about see the cable poking through underneath there, look. Can you see that? You can just about see it there, just where my pointer is, look. You can see the cable, that's where they break. But that's got everything with that, look. And that's got the wide range antenna, it's got the wind-up antenna. So it's got the active antenna, the wind-up antenna. Ah, now that one's been repaired, look. So someone's repaired that one. Because they've hacked the case. They did a hack job on that, haven't they? That's a bit horrible looking. Look at the state of that. What are they thinking there? Surely. I mean, I've done one of these and I've cut that piece out, but it certainly didn't look like that. In fact, I don't think I did cut that front piece out. I think yes, I did cut it out, but it certainly didn't look like that. Jesus. Yeah, so I would avoid that one. Avoid that one. It's a shame because it's worth it for the two aerials, really. 109.85, that seems reasonable. Again, if it's one of the later ones, which it does look to be. Difficult because it's not a great picture. No breakout on the battery compartment, look, that I can see. Got any more pictures of the inside? Just that one. I think that is one of the later ones. What else have we got? Repair service. So £85 to repair one. Well, it depends what it is really. For £85 it could be very simple. That's one of the newer ones, £389. One of the older ones for £311. You get an SW77 for £229. Look, I know which one I'd rather have. I'd rather have that than the SW100, but you know, that one might be faulty. Ah. Oh, fully working. Volume stuck medium. Fully working, but the volume stuck medium. So it can't be fully working, can it? What's the matter with them? 100E, 252. So I mean, they're averaging sort of around £300 mark, aren't they? Really. SW55 there. They're a pain in the neck, aren't they? Remember that one that we've had all sorts of problems with SW55s and Pro 80s. Been nightmares. So yeah, that's giving you an idea of what to look for in it. Right, let's catch up. Now you get to grips with it, Tim. I had to learn it. It's just a case of practicing, really, and going for it. Prisoner, I wasn't one on Prisoner. Unused series film. It's Definitely worth fixing, Tim. Get them both fixed. Keep one for yourself and then sell the other one on. You need to bug out the propane in the camper ran out. You're in the camper, Tom, are you? Tom and Susie? Prices go high to sky. Yeah, they aren't cheap, are they? Right, I'm gonna have a quick comfort break. I'll be back in a second, and then we'll pull this thing apart. We'll do the volume pot and see if we can't do the 0 beat adjustment on the SSB. So it won't be a second, I'll be back in a bit. Wow. You're off, Derek. Cheers, mate. Let's catch up. Can you see what's arrived? Can you see what has arrived on my bench? Courtesy of Mrs. Cruncher, the amazing Mrs. Cruncher. I said that she'd made some, didn't I? And lo and behold, there it is. In the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation glass. Official merchandise that she bought me a couple of years ago. Look at that beauty. Look at that. Anyway, cheers everybody. Reminds you of exploding cats, doesn't it? Well, yeah, if you can get yourself round here in time, Joe, there's still plenty left. 100-year-old eggnog. It's very nice. She's done that one with rum. Apparently you can make it with all sorts. I've had it with brandy before and rum. That's very nice. Oh dear. Someone's got to help on it. Better drink your beer first, am I? Bit of a strange combo. Right, let's just put that one to one side for a minute. Snow and Christmas. And candy. Let's get something. Let's whack them out of the way. No, I missed them. Damn. I missed them. Right. Not an easy radio to get apart, really. I've got to try and remember how to do this, because we only need to get the bottom off. We don't need to get it all off. So let's put something soft for it to rest on, because I don't want to scratch it up. What can we rest on? Where's me matty thing gone? Me little mat. Did have a little black one here somewhere. What happened to that? It was literally here the other day. I thought, well, that'd be useful. I'll keep hold of that. Hey, we got everything coming down. Not exploding cats, exploding caps. Ah, there it is. That was what I was looking for. That was what I was looking for. There. Let's get me little screwdrivers out. I think that's a little one, isn't it? Yeah. Let me think. I think they're in that one. Nope. Although that one will do. I'll tell you what, I've got so many of these Weira tools throughout the years. I mean, look at this. Cracking little set from a few years ago. I think that's when I got that bottle opener, wasn't it? A part of that set. But yeah, we've got a miniature screwdriver there. Phillips 0. I think that's what we need. Yep. Now comes the fun part, trying to crack this apart. I don't think you undo that screw. Let's have a quick look at the instruction manual. Exploding cats. I did have a look yesterday to see if there was any more sort of Christmas things like that, and this is the only one I could find with all those little things dropping down. Just had to have another try of that, make sure it was okay. Right, what am I looking for? The manual. Let's get rid of these off the page because I'll slow the stream down a little bit. Right. Disassembly. Well, we don't want to take the lid off. We don't need to take the lid off. But we do need to take the chassis off. So yeah, 4 screws by the looks of it. Electrical adjustment 0B RV201. That's the boy we want. And we need 0 beat. Switch to FM, AM. SSB, tune to a strong, stable AM station. Adjust RV201 to attain 0 beat. Change and check. Easy. Oh, hello, what was that? May have been a super chat. Tim, thank you very much, mate. You've made yourself a fortune on those radios now, haven't you? Get them sold, mate. They are nice radios. Well worth having one of these if you haven't. And Tim might do you a deal. So if anybody's in the, what's his name for one of these, then Tim's your man. If anyone's in the market for one even, should I say. Right, well that should just come apart now, shouldn't it, according to that? It ain't gonna though, is it? You've got to be careful with these because they've got like a rubberized coating on them and it's easy to sort of like just nick it with your fingers. There we go. She's a coming. You got a little spudger for this, really. Where's the ones that Rob gave me? Here we go. I've used this set quite a bit. Rob gave me this a few years ago. I think it was like a Christmas present. It's got lots of little tools in it, and some of them are really useful, especially for something like this. So we've got this one, which is ideal, I think. That should work a treat. Just the job. Oh, remember this pain in the ass button thing here? That's a nightmare to get back in. So be aware if you're taking it apart, especially you, Tim. There she blows. We're nearly there. We got that bit off. Now, let me think. Let me think, because I know that's a pain putting that back in. That's the little switch actuator. So none of the adjustments are on this side of the board, which is great. It's all on the other side underneath the keyboard. Nice. So that should just lift out, shouldn't it? Surely. Doesn't want to come though, does it? Is it just stuck on those? It's a long time since I pulled one apart, but it should come apart. Right, let's go back to my thingamy jiggery. I don't think you need to take the top piece off. That's got no bearing on it at all, apart from the fact the ribbon cable's connected to it. I was fairly sure this just comes off, but seems to be well and truly stuck, put it that way. Unless there's a secret screw in it that they haven't told us about. It might be that I've got to disconnect that ribbon cable, you know, but seems to be held in by this piece. I was pretty sure that comes apart, but and let's take this top piece off as well, just in case that ribbon cable needs to come undone to get the other one out, which is highly likely. This is even harder to get off this top piece. I think it's best, if I remember rightly, to get it off at the back here first. There we go. There's our dreaded ribbon cable. I don't know which screen I'm actually on here now. Which screen am I on? Ah, yeah, there you see. There you can see the ribbon cable. As I say, this is one of the newer ones, but certainly the older ones. Ah, okay, so I've got a bit more movement now. Still don't want to come out, does he? I'm sure that's to just lift out of there. Ah, okay. Now it will. Oh, sometimes you wish you'd never touched something, don't you? Right, so there's lots of little bits of board on that here. Let's just pop this one out. If it'll let me. Yeah, there we go. That should come out. And there's all of our adjustments. What a game, isn't it? But we can also get to our volume pot a bit easier there as well. So there you go Tim, that's how you do it. Just like that. The reason it wouldn't come off initially was because that that little piece there is also clipped in as well. So you can see the little SMD tactile switches now. There you go. The little tactile monsters. Welcome back, Rob. Where have you been? The ribbon cables are making your teeth itch. Yeah, they're nasty, aren't they? You can disconnect it here if you want to, but leave them well alone. The less messed with, the better. I suppose you've done a few of those in your time, Aston, haven't you? Right, which is the one we need to adjust for 0 beat then? Let me just get that back up again. It is RV201. So none of that equates to what I can see in front of me whatsoever. Because I don't know whether it's showing it this way up or that way. It's got to be... There's at the top. God knows. There's too many here. Oh, hang on. No, we got that one there. First IF, second IF. And RV201 could be that one down there. But there's another one there. It's that one. It's that little one in there, I think. Just get the old microscope in a minute. See if I can't work out which one it is. So I'm looking for RV201. Okay, well, if you're looking at this with me now, where's that little hole? So can you see there it says X201, that's obviously the crystal, but back here you can see through that little hole RV201, which I think is that one there, because the other one that it refers to is this one over here, which is, let me have a look, which one is that? That is RV202, which is the SD adjustment. God knows what SD is. Maybe Aston can sort out some of these abbreviations. But basically RV201 is the one we need. This one up here looks like it is, that one in the center there with the big cross is T203, second local adjustment. Then beside that we've got the first and second IF, well, the first IF adjustments T2 and T3. Then at the top here we've got our FM section. So we've got FM tracking, FM tracking, FM tracking, all those four there in the center of the camera. Then we got the second local, which is coming this way, with the FM VCO underneath. And that one there is not listed at all, so I don't know what that one is. So it looks like this is the one that we've got to adjust in here. It's this weird, it looks like it's some sort of, I don't know what screwdriver you'd use for that. It looks like a sort of Phillips, doesn't it? It looks like this sort of size. But it won't go through the hole for starters. So maybe we've got to look at something a bit smaller. But that's where we've got to adjust it in there. Zero beta. Let's zero beta right up. You've been getting a shower, Rob, have you? Well, you've been buying one? Did you get a Myra? Yeah, put it back together. That is fun, Bob. Morning to you, Wenlock. Welcome in, mate. Must be early doors over there. Colour marks. I assume they just identify the different adjustment points. There's like a universal sort of standard in there for these things. So this is going to be a proverbial pain in the backside to adjust now. Did we need to take that top panel off? Probably didn't. We could have probably got away without doing that, but it did seem to give us a bit more movement on the cables, didn't it? Right, let's see if I can power this thing back up again. Yeah. So what do we do? Do we tune to a station or do we do it by ear? We haven't really got a station apart from Radio 4. Too loud. So it says we've got to be in SSB. Got to tune to a station. So the only one I know is one. Oh, hang on. Direct. 1. 1. Doesn't like it, does it? Why don't you like it? One, 9, 8. Execute.
After 12 months, how does the figure...
Right, let's go into SSB. It's not great, is it? Just trying to disconnect some things to stop the whining, because it's difficult to zero beat it with it making that noise. Let's try and hook up an aerial. Let's try and hook something up. There's that one. I'm going to sneeze. Oh dear. Hopefully I caught the sneeze that time and muted it and unmuted it. You put a full stop after it. I don't think that'll work, Aaron. I think you've got to leave a full stop out, but good thought. That's the 8-ball. He knows. Right. Let's go for 1 megahertz, AM, 30% modulation, 100 millivolts. That should come through all right. So let's go direct. Where are we? Where's one? One. So I'm whacking a fairly strong signal in that. Probably too much actually. Let's go 50 millivolts. 20. Let's see if we can do it without any modulation on. I might have to pop the modulation back on. Right, trimming tools. What have we got that will fit through that hole? Let's try my little ceramic screwdrivers. Try that with a tone. Doesn't sound very healthy, does it? It's probably better without the tone. Shush. No, maybe without a tone. That is perfect. That should be That should be bob on now. Let's try the vomit again, because that's a good indicator, because that's pretty much welcome back with the soup. It's Aston, what have you asked it? When will I win the lottery? Well, apparently you will, Aston. Wow. Look deep in your heart. Retro Tech, how you doing, Christoph? I sound like that radio, no, don't I? Sharon vomit test, let's do it. External aerial, going in. Let's put it in. So we've got, where's my thing? Direct. 5505. That's fine. It's a bit wobbly, isn't it? But it might be in wide, not narrow. Oh, this isn't. Yes, I'm leaving it at that. That is better. It's on frequency now anyway, put it that way. It's a bit warbly still, but then there's a lot of factors that are going to affect that, including my setup here. All my electronics on. Eggnog and beer all cause warbling. Working in your garage all morning. Whoa. Better get a ticket in, Aston, and don't forget you heard it here first. Excuse me. Overtime pay. QNH is the air pressure you experience if you... My voice sounds better now, I just coughed. QFE is the actual pressure at ground level. Right. We need to do the volume pot a minute. Now, how is that attached to the board? Let's just pop the little cover off of it and see if we can get inside. Okay, it's one of these sealed ones, isn't it? Would be, wouldn't it? Of course it's going to be sealed. What's the matter with you? Why would you think any different? I want to just double check that I can physically get in there. Let's just plug me microscope back in if it doesn't fall on the floor first. The plug that is. Let's have a quick look at this pot, because sometimes you can get at the track by just lifting the little cover off. Ah, God, that's a bit close for you, isn't it? But that is the volume pot. What can we just prise the little cover up with? Let's try one of my little screwdrivers. Are we going to be able to prise that up, or is it not going to let us? No, it looks like it's got a couple tabs stopping us doing that. So we're going to need to try and spray a little bit in there. Yeah, I'd hate for one of those to go wrong. But all we can stick in there really is some fader lube. You don't really want to be spraying deoxit in there. You can sort of see the track. There's a bit of glare on the camera, but if I hold it at a bit of an angle, there you can see the track, can't you? Trouble is I can't turn it, can I now? We're just going to have to hit it with some fader lube and hope that gets in there. Where's my fader lube gone now? Ah, there we are. Of course, we had problems with a squirty thing, didn't we? And we had to pull the nozzle off something else to use. See if I can find another straw. Another straw. That's me bashing the microscope. Look, you love that. That's your favourite part, isn't it, when I bash the microscope? Right. How are we going to hit this? I mean, it's going to get in there somehow. Let me just move it around a little bit. Let's see if I can find an entry point for it. It should sort of go in underneath that bit of plastic, shouldn't it? There isn't really a hole you can squirt it through. It's almost like a sealed unit. Sometimes you can squirt it through the little rivets and it'll get in there. He says, move over. Yeah, so sometimes you can squirt it in these rivets and it'll get through. Let's try and hit it from it. Well, I think that might have got it, don't you? Oh God, that came out mental, didn't it? We've certainly got some fader lube on that, for sure. Just working it with my fingernail a minute. Fingernail, finger even. I think we've definitely got some in there. If that ain't gone in there, then it ain't never going to go anywhere. Right, let's get rid of the excess there. Because, I mean, we've got a little bit of excess there, haven't we? This thing's glitching now again. Let's go back to the main camera. Yeah, the camera's glitching again. It's got a bit hot. It's not as bad as it looks, that, but obviously under the microscope it looks massively bad. Now, where's that little screw? I don't know, because I blew that away with the air then for a minute. So that's fader lube, and that is safe to use with plastic carbon tracks, which these are going to be. So that's what I've used for conductive plastic faders and controls. Oh, excuse me. Whoa. Oh dear. Don't get any of that anywhere near these tactile switches. Do not ever try putting anything in these. Deoxit, fader lube, D100. As soon as you do that, you'll need to replace them. So don't do it. No touchy. Right. Okay. That's back on. We need to get the clipboard back in. Clipboard? What? What clipboard? What clipboard are you banging on about, Graham? Sounds like I'm back at work again now, fighting for a clipboard. Clipboard wars it is. You can't have that clipboard. You're not allowed a clipboard. Ah, dear. Okay. That's sort of where that sits. Now the tricky bit is this switch here. This is the tricky bit. And it can take some doing to get it back in place properly. Because it just grabs the top of this little tiny switch here. It just grabs that one there. Slides along that bit there, but there's nothing really to attach it to, and you've got to put it on with the top piece. These aren't the greatest of things to pull apart and put back together, as you can probably tell. Now, am I feeling lucky today? Ah, it's popped out. See what I mean? It's just jumped out. It's just jumped out there, look. Just as I had it. I think it's there. I think we've got it. Buttons are in place. Let's put the bottom on damn quick before it jumps back off again. I can see that Tim is desperate to get his apart now he's seen this. Come on. Come on. You know you want to. Go on. Go together. Come on, I've got your on-off switch working. Come on. What's going on here then? Why won't you go back together? What's stopping you? Ah, the label edit button has decided to move. That's why we have a label edit button situation. Still, damn, that one button has stopped it all going back together. Look. Now, why have you stopped it? And I've dropped it on the floor. No, no, label edit button. Come back, all is forgiven. I see you. Oh, hang on, knocking stuff everywhere now. Ah, dear. Right, it's got to go that way up. It's got to go like that. Dear. Gonna have to put it on this way. It's not gonna sit in properly else. Got a light sat right on top of my head. Come on, go in there. You didn't argue at all before, you just stayed there. It's only because I tried to put you back together that you're doing this, isn't it? I'm talking to the radio. Oh no, he's upset now. I've really upset him now. Right, it's got to go that way up. In the hole. Come on. Go in there, go on. Stuck on the end of my tweezers now. One minute the tweezers don't want to know anything about it, the next thing they're loving it. These tweezers just will not let it go now. They didn't want nothing to do with it just now. Now they've gone mad for it. Let's try a different pair. So you just got to put that in the hole basically and lock it in with a little peg. It's not difficult. Clearly it is. Yes. Oh no, you're starting to annoy me now. There's just a little pin that sits on. Little plastic pin. And I'm trying to do this without my headset on. Let's get the eyes on. Let's get the eyes involved. You don't want to take... You've got to do it, Tim. It's too expensive to get anyone to do it. You can do it, mate. You have the technology. Yay! Oh no, yes, no. I had it then, it jumped back out again. Yes. Yes, see? Got you, you little monkey. Try label editing me. Always double check that that thing there is back in as well. That's a pain in the neck to get that lined up, but he is in. He is in. God, what a game. What a game. Right, we've now got to fit the back piece. Excuse me. It's got a Sony botch wire in there. It's quite nice. Got a hair in there on a bit of glue. There's a bit of glue. Easy, Tim. No problem. You can do this. Don't send it to me. No. So always when you do the screws in these plastic things, if they've not been taken apart before, always wind them back till they click. That means that you're at the start of the thread. You don't get a screw a double thread through it then. The more times you take these things apart, the less the plastic will survive. Well, at least we didn't need to do the ribbon cables. Let's see if that's cured the volume problem. The volume pot issue. Yep.
Then use learners' provisional licenses, which they keep hold of when tests are booked with them, to book other slots which they then sell on.
Let's see what Volmet sounds like with the case pack together. JP Jetta, minus 33, Ken. Flipping heck. Not surprised. Get the wood burner on.
Broken at 4,000 feet. Becoming between 1820 and 2000. Cloud started at 800 feet. Broken at 1,500 feet. Tempo from 000 until 1000. Visibility 3,000 meters. Light rain, light drizzle, mist, cloud, broken at 400 feet. From 0 until 1000. Visibility 1,200 meters. Moderate drizzle, moderate.
I think that's wide there.
Cloud, broken at 200 feet.
So that's bang on frequency now, that. Don't know what station that was.
Thank you very much.
some reason the AM aerial mutes FM, so whether that's something to do with the power and the active antenna, I don't know. Of course, we've got the aerial up. Shush. Check the scan.
Last year, around 32,000 of those have been puppies. Is down from about 70,000 after COVID, when obviously we had this massive spike in people wanting dogs. So it will hugely change the way that we get our puppies and source our puppies, and will hopefully not just drive up welfare
That's the
standards
LED lights interfering with that.
where they're being bred, but also drive up the welfare standards of dogs and puppies that are available in the UK.
And what will happen to any animals that are too young under this law, that are found after being smuggled in?
So the main problem with the law at the moment is the minimum age is 15 weeks. It's being raised to 6 months because at 15 weeks it's very difficult to tell the age accurately for a border enforcement person.
Experimenting, he set the tone, but in there's space for everyone to sort of create their own little world musically and explore.
Well, there you are. There's really not much more to do to that one. There wasn't a lot to do to it in the first place, really, was there? Apart from doing the 0 beat and just sticking some switch cleaner in the volume pot. That's it. So that's a nice cheap little fix for Dennis there. Give it a wipe over, and that literally is about it. It does come with these little nifty covers on them. I took this off because it's got a little label on there with Dennis's address and that on it, so I didn't show you that. But yeah, this just basically screws in like that, and then the cover comes and velcros onto the front there. Keeps it nice and clean and tidy, and you can leave that on while you're using it because that screw fixes to the bottom of the radio. So it's like a little travel case. Really good little, if you're going away, say you just got a night away in a hotel, or you know, you're going somewhere for the night and you just want to take a radio, even if it's a bedside radio, if you want to do a bit of shortwave listening, just take one of them little wind-up aerials, plug it in, sling it out the window, and by that I mean one of these, something like this. So this one here, you just attach to the aerial, and then you string it out. You can string it out, chuck it out the window or something. And you got little clips, so you can clip it on in your room. And you can be on shortwave, or if you're a radio ham, you can be listening to the local amateur radio networks, whatever you're into. Bit of medium wave, long wave DXing maybe. That's good little radios. These really are good little radios. They're a pain in the neck to work on, but whee, some presents coming down. That's the case you got, Tim, is it? Introduced in 1993 and discontinued in 2005. Well, there you are. bit of information for us. So yeah, I'll leave that one over here. So basically the note I got from Dennis was to work your magic on it. New ribbon, recapping, make it like new. Well, it did need a new ribbon. These definitely don't need recapping because they're little tiny capacitors on there. I think it's tantalums in these. But I've never ever had to change a cap on one of these. As I say, the only thing I've had to do is the ribbon cable, the battery door here, and the tactile switches. That's all I've ever had to do with these, and that's fixed every single one. But yeah, not the easiest of things to work on, but it's a long time since I've probably not done one of these in a year, and still managed to get it apart and put it back together again. Yeah, so say look for the one with the little cutout. 1999 did it. So yeah, there's lots of stuff you can do to it, lots of different adjustments, but you know, when it's working, don't adjust it unless you feel that it's not performing how it should be. Then don't mess with it, honestly, because you've got to have some decent kit to align something like this. I've got pretty much most of the stuff I could align it, but don't because you can so easily get lost in space with one of these. SW100 history. Okay, so this is what SWLing says about it. Oh, we got a review. Look, here we go. Let's have a look at the review then. This has got a 4-star value rating. Can we get this bigger? That'll do. 1994 it says here, look. Let's make sure we're definitely on this screen. Yeah, we are. 1994. GAA or external mains adapter. Price when they were new, £160 new, look. If anyone wants to follow this, I'll put that in the chat as well. Let's do that a minute, just a second. So if you want to read along and don't want to look at my screen, then there you go. So 87 they released the SW1, which we've talked about. Aston saying that's his go-to sort of radio. Short, medium wave and long wave, but at the time criticised the tuning. Could only move up and down in the dial rather than coarse steps. So what does it say then? FM coverage. Looks like Italy's got some of the 3.8 meg bands missing. FM is in stereo when you use the headphone. So it says there's a tiny protruding blip next to the key marked with a figure 5 for users with a visual disability who need an orientation point. That's quite a nice little feature. 4 shuttle buttons to let you move up and down the dial. innermost, shift it by 1 kilohertz. So if you notice, I was pushing those 4 buttons. The inner 2 are 1 kilohertz steps and the outer 2 are 5 kilohertz steps. So you can store up to 50 favorite stations in the memory. So it's 5 banks of 10, isn't it? Comes with 30 frequencies already programmed in it. Huh. So it's the first radio of its size to offer true synchronous detection. So basically it's saying if you listen to a station on 6155 and a station on 6160 splattering, you can escape some of the problem by selecting the lower sideband sync mode. Yeah, it's useful. So it says the innermost buttons tune in 100 hertz steps when you're on SSB. And it's not shown on the display, which it isn't, but I was doing that just now. Tuning of SSB signals is possible, but rather fiddly. It is a bit fiddly. Yes, it says on the SW55 it's a rather annoying feature that tried to guess the mode you would need. That is true. That's a pain in the neck on the SW55. You know, you tune 5505 and it does not want to let you do it in SSB. It wants it in wide. It wants it in wideband AM. It does not like it. You've got to push loads of buttons to adjust it. So give it some non-technical, crisp and clear, not too shrill. I think if you want decent audio out of this, you've got to stick an external speaker in it, haven't you, really, or listen to it on headphones. You're not going to get much with 3 centimetre, that's just over an inch speaker. But it does work, you can hear it. But I suspect it sounds a lot better on headphones. So conclusion then. So it's priced between the SW55 and 7600G. But it does have synchronous detection, so the SW55 doesn't have sync. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah, it's not that technical a review, but they seem to like it, don't they? So it's got a 4 out of 5 by the looks of it. Yeah. I don't know what else we got. Medium wave circle. Is that the same review? Yes, it is. There's someone that's fixed. I think this is one of the ones where the chap refers to fixing the ribbon cable. So you can see this is one of the early versions without the cutout here. And this guy goes through his fixing of the cable there. Look, you can see the broken ribbon cable. And that's the way you've got to bend it to make it fit even. But bear in mind, you're going to have to stick 2 of these cables through, not just the one like he's done. Maybe just had one of the 2 was broken, but he talks about which cables he's bought. So he's bought that one there. I don't even know if that link works. No, that link doesn't seem to work. No, that's out of date eBay links, unfortunately. Yeah, so it's just basically fixing the ribbon cables on that one. Anything else of interest? Radio Museum, they say 1995. dxing.com. Eham, they normally do reviews, don't they? It's got 4 stars. Someone's given it 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. So yeah, it's got some good reviews. So well worth picking one up if you're in the market for a little tiny portable. It'll pretty much do everything you want. There's not much it hasn't got on it. I say, if you want to stick a nice big speaker in the side of it, or a decent set of headphones, it works, Aaron. It's the only way you'll fix one of these, mate. So you've got to go with it how it is. They're fine. You can bend them. I've done them. I've bent them, and never ever had a problem with them. It's only bits of tinned copper inside there that you're folding. It's constantly unfolding and folding, unfolding and folding that breaks them. Folding them once is not going to hurt it. Let's catch up with the chats. Radio Museum, thanks for that, Aaron. Oh dear. Right, it's time. Let me just sort my bench out here because there's a bit of a mess. That is done now. I mean, I'm happy to send that back. That's I've not had to do much on that. What's that taken? Not even 2 hours, really, is it? To go through it, check it, make sure it's all working, and take it apart, put it back together. I'm sure Dennis will be more than happy with a nice cheap bill for Christmas, because if I'd had to do the ribbon cables and mess about with loads of other stuff and spend hours faffing about and tweaking it and trimming it, all the rest of it, it would have started getting a bit silly cost wise. So that is a nice little job done. Time for the advent calendar. Thank you very much, Mrs. Cruncher, for the eggnog. Let's get the advent calendar camera ready. So, number 6. Where is number 6? Is it hidden by any of my junk, or is it out in the open? Oh, I can see it. £500 for the deoxit, yeah. Especially the amount I sprayed on it. Catch you soon, Derek. You off, Aaron? We're a logo, top right, yeah, we've all got it. Next to the weir. The werewolf. Whoa, hang on, this looks very corkscrew-like. What is that? Is it one of them weird corkscrews? I can't get it out. Aha. Oh, it's not corkscrew. Whoa. It's a very heavy duty, it's like a knuckle duster, isn't it? It's like a heavy duty screwdriver, that. Where's my kit? Must fit in here somewhere. It's gotta go. Is it going that one? I don't know. Yeah, it's got to go in that one. There we are. Seems like it's almost full, doesn't it, already? It does look quite full, doesn't it? And we've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bits in it, plus a stand. 6 parts. Looks like we got some brackets so we could fix it to the wall if we wanted to, look. Could sort of fix it up onto my timber work up there. Yeah. That's going to be a nice little set, that, when it's finished. Looking forward to the rest of that. A techno knuckle duster. That's a thing for darts disputes. This is going to be nice, isn't it, Christoph? So there we are, people, another day done. I did sort of say I'd go 3 till 5 today, so I've gone a little bit over. Yeah, it's just a bit driver, isn't it, really? I don't know if we're going to get any bits with it. I mean, there's some sort of holes that could fit bits there, I suppose. I don't know if there was a picture on the back. No, there's not. The picture was on the main box, which I threw away. There we go. So tomorrow, I don't know what time I put out for tomorrow, but I think we're going to be looking at the Volve radiogram tomorrow. So that should please Aaron. Bit of voltage. I don't know where he shot off really quick there, Aaron. He normally says bye. He's normally going to do some modding on another channel. Catch you later, Aaron, if you haven't already gone. So there you are, people. Thanks very much again for being with me today, and the tips and all the shenanigans and fun. So we'll see you tomorrow. But, as I say, time is on the schedule, which I've put in my community chat. I hope so, Christoph. I hope so. Bye for now, people. Have fun and Merry Christmas.